kick your ass tonight!
And that was when the crowd got super excited. It was really cool. She really fired up everybody with that. Today, I'm going to be telling you about my trip to go see Nemophila. But before I go ahead and do that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and check out my Patreon if you have the means to do so. I put up all the clips and photos and stuff that I filmed over there, or you can check it out on Instagram. So let's talk about this concert. It was awesome. To say the least. It was really cool. It was a great show. Now, before we get to the show, of course, in classic Alan fashion, I injured my finger again, of course. Not a proud moment. I was trying to put an extra hole in my belt off of zero sleep in the past 24 hours because we drove about 12 hours to get there. And as we got there, it was like right before we had to get stuff done, and before that we had gigs and stuff like that.
Sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water.
What did you think of the concert?
It was fun. It was a smaller venue, but in my head I thought it was gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was just them that played. They didn't have like an opener or anything, and I thought that was really cool. And they held it down pretty well.
It was cool just to be like, oh, this is just for Nemophila, and that was it. And they had filming gear like all set up. That was really cool. And you could see like where they're taking shots from. They had like 2 cameras in the back. So I was looking at that, and it's really cool how they zoom in on everyone. They did get the crowd. I hope they got us because we were all jumping up and down
I think they
at
got
one
us.
point.
It looked like they might have been pointing in our direction, so we might be in the video.
Might be. Yeah, I was like, that'd be cool. So the overall mix of the show was really good. It started off rough in the beginning, of course, on the first 2 songs, but that normally happens at concerts as they adjust. I know they did some sound checks before that, but the guitar leads were low in the beginning, but they got it fixed about after the second song, and it was like flawless, it was perfect. They made that kick drum come in nice and beefy. Tommy was just killing it on the drums, but I know they got a really good sound off of the board, so I know for that DVD that's gonna come out, it's gonna sound really good. The guitars were really good. They were really on point. They were really in sync with each other, really tight. The vocals were really good. I liked them. She didn't mess up notes or anything, even while doing the screams. The only thing that was worrisome is by the end she was tired, just like we had watched in our concert review that's on our Patreon. But overall, it was good. It didn't even matter because when you're there in the moment having a good time, you just don't care. It was just good overall. The only thing that like sucked for me is like you couldn't mosh, you couldn't do anything. Some guy grabs her arm.
Yeah, some guy asked me, hey, do you want to go to the front? I was like, yeah, sure. So then, but he grabs my arm. I was like, whoa, okay, whatever. So then, he's like pushing through the crowd, and he's like, whoa, what's going on? So then,
and then I grabbed her other arm, so I'm like, and then we're just like, all of a sudden we're in front, and as you can see, like we have footage here where we're like getting really close up of Saki and everyone.
And the security guy was like, no, came up to us, and
Mayu was like tearing up right at the end. And
she was tearing up at the end. They were talking about how, thank you, that it was all because of the fans and everybody that was there, and we made it possible for them to be here in the U.S., in LA playing. It was their first show, right? It was their first show in the States.
So you guys make this show happen because you guys watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, which is an exciting thing to be a part of, because I think they're gonna be a pretty huge band, I mean, it's really cool to see these bands coming over and making waves. Honestly, like I was saying, I've said before, you guys heard me say this, like with my screams, they were so good. I just love the energy that, they're all moving around, getting them going. Like I said, like at the end, I didn't even notice the crying part because I was a little toasty by the...
We ran into a lot of fans of the page, and they were like, hey, Alan's here. I know that guy. And
then it turned into way too many drinks.
Drinks kept pouring, you know.
Shout out to Nick's. We were rocking out. I almost headbutted a security guard in the face.
I did not notice that.
That was pretty funny. Cool thing too is we got in touch with a correspondent from J Rock News, and he showed his appreciation for like the Guys podcast. If you guys don't know what that is, that's another channel that I have with a bunch of other reactors that love Japanese music. Also, overall, it was great. I can't wait to see him at a different venue though, because Whisky Go Go, of course, like had a lot of restrictions and stuff. But I'm sure we'll catch him at Aftershock. We'll be able to mosh in the pit and stuff and get going and moving. Hope you enjoyed that vlog. You can check out all of our Nemophila reactions right here. And I did do an Avatar concert also. I plan on doing these for all the concerts that I go to for bandmates. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss those videos when they come out. And I'll get them out a lot quicker this time. See you!